Hi, I'm Ashley Borden with Perfect Form. There are a few things in life that are more frustrating than a sore back, but we all know that not everybody has the time or the money to get massages. So I'm gonna show you some things that you can do so you can never experience pain or aches ever again. So I have a question. Does this position look familiar? Up here? Because I cannot even tell you how many people I work with that feel like their shoulders are up by their ears. We're gonna do some exercises today that are gonna bring the shoulders down away from your ears so you don't feel like you're up here all day long. But the first thing we have to do is open up your chest. So we're gonna use the softball, or you could use a weighted ball this size. I want you to put the ball right where the pec meets the shoulder, so up in that corner, and you're gonna stay over it with your weight, and you're gonna bring the arm forward, kind of in a half circle, and back. And the ball might slip out a little bit, and you gotta replace it, but that way you can really open up that chest, and you're gonna do that 10 times on both sides. And then what I want you to do is open up right underneath your rib cage. So if you lie down and you inhale, you can feel right underneath the rib cage and put your fingers there. It's very, very tight. So you're gonna put the ball underneath one side of the rib cage, okay? And then you're gonna turn over, and I want you to sit up. So you're gonna sit up, kind of open up those ribs and let it sink in right underneath that rib cage, and you're gonna do both sides. So I put the ball right under the rib cage, and you can kind of move kind of side to side on it, but you'll feel when the rib cage is here, the ball is gonna go right on the outside of that rib cage so you can really feel that opening. And again, you don't need to put a lot of pressure on it, but this way it can open up the sternum so you feel like you can sit up higher. And now we're gonna use the roller. And the roller we're gonna do, start with your lats. And you're gonna start right at the armpit with your hand covering your ear. Okay, you don't wanna keep that neck up in the air so your neck doesn't feel any tension. And you're gonna rotate forward and back. Okay, and you wanna make sure that you're not doing this with your neck, not leading with your neck. You wanna kind of feel like you have a neck brace on. And you're gonna go 5 times forward and back, and then move it down 3 positions. So armpit, move it down 5 positions, move it down, back and forth 5 times in that position. And you're gonna do both sides. So now that we opened up the muscles, we opened up the back and your chest, now we're gonna do a little bit more of a deeper stretch so you can feel your middle back open and your chest. You're gonna lie lengthwise on your roller, okay? And you wanna have the belly button pulled in. A lot of times I see people tuck their tailbone because they feel like they have to have everything touching the roller. I just want you to lie down, pull that lower ab in, like when you're squeezing your P-flow muscle, your pelvic floor, okay? And you're gonna have your eyes looking up toward the ceiling. You're gonna bring your thumbs back, okay? And then you're gonna circle, let them drag all the way on the ground. So you're gonna bring the arms back, thumbs reach back. I don't want you to reach back this way with your hands. Thumbs reaching down so your shoulders stay open, and then just drag the arms on the ground. And you do that position about 5 times that way, and then you're gonna circle the other way. Bring it back, thumbs down and up. Again, keeping the belly button in, circle it around. Ooh, that feels good. And then bring it up to the top. Great, so now let's move into the strength part of it, and we're gonna do a little squat and row. So I'm using a medium to heavy band attached to something that does not move, and we're really focusing on those lats so that way it can bring those shoulders down away from your ears so you feel more connected to your lats and your core. So you wanna step out, have your feet about hip width apart. You're gonna sit back in your heels. You're gonna come up, squeeze your glutes, and you're gonna pull. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades back, keeping my belly pulled in. Sit back, my shoulders are still down. I'm not up here, shoulders down, and then you're gonna pull. I feel like I'm trying to squeeze a tree behind my shoulder blades and forward. And you're gonna do that about 10 to 15 times. And again, use a band that feels challenging for you. And the last one I wanna do is a bent over fly. I'm using a lighter weight, but you can, I would say these are 2s, you can go up to 8s if you're feeling very strong. But again, this is not a massive movement where you need a ton of weight. It's more your connection. So you're gonna have your feet hip width apart, shoulders away from your ears. My hands are on a slight angle, okay? And then firing my triceps from here, I'm gonna push straight back and squeeze my shoulder blades together and then bring it forward. So I'm pushing straight back, squeeze my shoulder blades together, my belly button's in, and forward. If you break your elbow and you squeeze back, you'll use your trap. So real important that you keep those arms straight, squeezing those lower shoulder blades together behind you, and that way you can really connect to your back, which will help bring those shoulders away from your ears. You can feel more upright and more elegant. And I'm Ashley Borden with Perfect Form. If you want to see any more of my videos, you can go to Live Strong Woman. If you have any questions or you want to post anything, go ahead. I will read it, I will respond. And remember, I always want you to connect to your body.